So the Lanterns TV show is coming out soon, the DC Universe's third TV show, and the second attempt to adapt Green Lantern into live action since the Ryan Reynolds film in 2011. Now, the standard process for when big shows or movies come out is to put out a video discussing a previous adaptation or something related to it. I could talk about GL's first live action appearance, the great animated series, the weirdness that is John Diggle and his connection to Green Lantern, or when Alan Scott's kid showed up on Stargirl. But I'm not going to do that. I'm talking about Lanterns, but I'm going to talk about what it originally was going to be. So here's a little background. Greg Berlanti had a pretty good run producing a series of live-action DC superhero shows called the Arrowverse, which consists of Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Black Lightning, Batwoman, Superman and Lois, and in 2019 he was tapped to produce two more live-action DC comic shows for the then upcoming streaming service HBO Max. One was an anthology show called Strange Adventures, and the other was a Green Lantern show. The Green Lantern show, from the sounds of it, would have been ambitious to say the least, spanning across multiple decades, telling different stories, two set on Earth and one in space. Behind the scenes, the show would be written by Mark Guggenheim, who wrote the 2011 movie, but also worked on other Arrowverse shows, and Zeph Graham-Smith would serve as showrunner. The Lanterns involved would be Alan Scott, Guy Gardner, Simon Baz, Jessica Cruz, Kilowog, and a new character called Bree Jarta. Famed Lanterns Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart weren't used because they were slated for an appearance in the DC Extended Universe, which never came. The show got so far in production that it had cast two of its Lanterns. Jeremy Irvine would play Alan Scott and Finn Ritrock would play Guy Gardner. The main plot would involve Alan Scott as an FBI agent who was dealing with being a closeted gay man in the 50s, and another storyline would involve Guy Gardner in the 80s along with a new character Bree Jarta, and presumably Simon and Jessica would be the modern day Lanterns, probably taking cues from the DC Rebirth series, which they both headlined. The reason the show never got off the ground was because of multiple factors. One of them was the COVID pandemic caused a lot of disruption for the film and TV industry, and one of the effects being that Warner Bros. Ended up being sold to Discovery, and a restart of the DC Universe headed under James Gunn and Peter Safran, which led to a lot of projects that were being in development scrapped, like a Wonder Twins movie with KG Appa and Isabel May, which would have gone straight to HBO Max, and probably more well-known and infamous, a complete Batgirl show that was cancelled. The Green Lantern show was reworked from the ground up and now turns to the version aligned with James Gunn and Peter Safran's current DC universe, which now gets to use Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, respectively played by Aaron Pierre and Kyle Chandler. Now, could this show have been good? I don't know, but I feel like it would have been ambitious, especially on a TV budget. I would have loved to have seen Guy, Alan, Jessica, and Simon on the screen, but I think the newest version looks good to me. Now, if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos and shorts like this. Also, please share this video with all your friends. Doing one or more of these specific things would be much appreciated.